Hi everyone, Julia here, recording this November 13th, 2022, and I was just thinking about how victimhood can be a really detrimental addiction. People often want to stay a victim for lots of reasons. And one of them is because of all the attention you can get often by having self-pity. But in the long run, it's just going to lead to major depression. Because to me, depression is the ultimate victim, right? If you're just clinically depressed, so to speak, then you're the ultimate victim. You know nothing is good. Everything sucks. You know, it's not just one incident. And we have to get away from identifying with the victim parts of us. And the truth is, most of the things that happen to us in adult life, most, not all, and there's lots of exceptions, are due to our own choices. And so we have to own up for our part in whatever predicament we're in that we're not happy with. That self-awareness is so key in so many ways, in so many aspects in life, because you have to call out your own BS to really be a whole person and to be a light for others instead of an energy vampire. Because depressed people are definitely energy vampires, whether they intend that or not. And I'm not trying to pick on people with depression. I know depression is very real. And I've mentioned before, I dealt with depression for decades. And I know what it feels like, you know. And although I never had the courage to commit suicide, I never cared if I died or not. You know, I often hoped I would. And so I get all that. I do get all that. But it's a choice to stay there. Feeling sorry for yourself is a decision, not a disease. So we have to decide we want to get better and start making moves in that direction. And what finally got me through everything was the emotional healing modality, Language Lessons of the Heart. And you can find information on my playlist on this channel about emotional healing and Language Lessons of the Heart, also known as Lost. And I highly recommend it. And we all need emotional healing. We all need to do our shadow work. We need to find those places where we need to step up the game and make improvements. And also subconscious and unconscious beliefs that are keeping us where we are. We need to clear those out and replace them. And then we won't have any room for depression. Because as Michael calls it, our intentionality bus that runs our show, our subconscious and unconscious, will all be on the same page and all be for us to succeed and have happiness and fulfillment in life. The empowerments on Language Lessons of the Heart are, I want to live, I want to be fulfilled, but it's not I want to live, it's I want to live, I want to live. So we have to get to that point where we really want to live. And some of us have only had it for moments. I can definitely think of when I would be like, oh, I wish I would just die, and then something good would happen in my life. I'm like, okay, not yet, not yet. So, yeah, this life has so much to offer. It's so magical and so mystical. And We create our realities here. We just have to know that, be aware of it, make sure our subconscious and unconscious intentions and thoughts aren't sabotaging what our conscious intentions and thoughts desire, and voila, we manifest exactly what we want, what we intend. So we have to be honest, be self-aware, and not stay in that victim mentality. Really examine why you feel a victim. If you feel other people wronged you, then see why you feel that way. It's often because it's a problem with your perception of what they did. And you have to get to the point where it doesn't matter what other people think or say about you. You have to be so firm in who you are, who you know you are, that none of that phases you. And when we get offended by what other people do or say, it has to do with us, not them, almost 99% of the time. So again, it's all about that self-awareness and awareness in general, awareness of where the other person's coming from. And again, just being brutally honest with ourselves. You know, why are we always having these instances happen where nothing goes right? We're always the victim. Well, what's our part in that? What can we do to change? The old saying is the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something to change. So nothing will shake things up more than doing your shadow work. And it truly, truly, truly is life-changing. I can't even explain, you know, it's like going from night to day as far as depression goes. And I know that this time of year, a lot of people are depressed because of the holiday season. And it's a good time to start embarking on your shadow work and not climbing further into addictions, including the addiction of victimhood. It's just so interesting to me how many people just want to stay there and just complain and complain and complain. And like I've said before, the main key to get you out of depression is genuine gratitude. When you're grateful, genuinely grateful, it changes everything. And there's so much to be grateful for. And if you just think a little bit, you should be able to think of plenty of things to be grateful for. And if you can't, then you definitely need to embark on some serious shadow work. Okay, everyone, thanks for listening. And I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember to always stay focused on what you want and help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.